Welcome to my Views and News morning update on the ongoing conflict in Sudan. Several important developments for you. Thousands of prisoners have been released from another prison in Khartoum. Third attack on prisons in Khartoum, Durman. 6,000 prisoners have been released reportedly last night. Total collapse of law and order. Total lawlessness in Sudanese capital. Details for you. Secondly, Hemedti's brother was pronounced dead by some supporters of Sudanese army. But two videos are now being shared of Abdul Rahim Daglo, Hemedti's brother. Is he alive? Thirdly, a third news story is about evacuation of US diplomats. This morning, 6 US helicopters evacuated dozens of US officials from a base from US Embassy in Khartoum. And lastly, internet connectivity is very low, around 2% in Sudan now. Firstly, viewers, alarming developments happening in capital Khartoum. Last night, we saw attack, or you can say entry of RSF fighters in another prison. Third attack on prisons in Sudanese capital Khartoum. Around 24 hours ago, RSF fighters attacked Al-Huda prison and Kobar. Al-Huda is in Durman. Dozens were released, prisoners there. Then, a few hours ago, around 6,000 prisoners were freed by RSF fighters from where? From Soba prison, one of the largest prisons in Khartoum city. I think this prison is to the east and south of downtown Khartoum city. The prisoners who have been released from the prison are speaking. They say RSF fighters entered the prison and they freed the prisoners. There was lack of food, lack of water for prisoners. Supplies to prison have been cut off for the past 48 hours reportedly. So prisoners were suffering. How can prisoners be kept in prisons if the administration cannot provide them with food, with water? This is total collapse of law and order situation in Khartoum. Total lawlessness. Who are these 7,000, around 6 to 7,000 prisoners? In which crimes were they involved? Details, long list of crimes as well. Now, what will these prisoners do? Will they join forces? Will they join RSF? Will they join Sudanese army? Will they just flee? Watch a clip showing the release of prisoners from Soba camp in Khartoum by RSF fighters.
Hi. Hi, machine. الحمد لله على السلامة يا شباب. الحمد لله على السلامة. الحمد لله على السلامة والله.
Secondly, viewers, Abdul Rahim Daglo, Hemedti's brother, has appeared in a video. Hemedti is supported by his brother, who is also a militia commander. And two videos of Abdul Rahim Daglo are being shared. One video is old, I think, but the other one seems to be new. Hemedti's brother was pronounced dead by some sources close to Sudanese military. They said that a vehicle, around 3 to 4 days ago, they said that a vehicle of Abdul Rahim Daglo had been captured by security forces, Sudanese security forces, in an attack. That Abdul Rahim Daglo was injured in the attack and he could be dead. But Abdul Rahim Daglo is alive, it seems. One of the two videos is new. Watch one of the videos, which seems to be new, showing Abdul Rahim Daglo, Hemedti's brother. Thirdly, this morning, US evacuated its diplomatic staff from Khartoum, Sudanese capital. Rapid support forces have confirmed the evacuation in a statement. 5 or 6 helicopters of US military, they conducted this evacuation operation. 65 members of US diplomatic staff from Khartoum have been evacuated through this air operation. US military reportedly took control of airspace of the area where US embassy is situated in Khartoum. The vicinity of embassy was also it also came under the control of US forces, and then this evacuation of diplomatic staff started from US embassy in Khartoum. Rapid support forces has confirmed the evacuation and its coordination with US authorities, US military in this evacuation mission. Yesterday we reported about the evacuation of Saudi diplomats from Khartoum towards Port Sudan, and Saudi Navy then took them to Saudi Arabia. Nationals of some other countries, nationals like from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Kuwait, Qatar were also evacuated by Saudi Arabian Navy yesterday, Navy and their Air Force. Now, the way RSF is showing its commitment and the way it is involved in the evacuation of US diplomats and other foreign nationals, RSF and Sudan military should show the same interest in ensuring that at least civilians leave Khartoum. Civilians should be given some sort of time period to leave Khartoum. It's a shame, honestly, that RSF is issuing a statement trying to please US, that it played its role in the evacuation of US diplomats. Why didn't RS say a word in the last 3 to 4 days about those Sudanese trapped in Khartoum who are risking their lives to flee the capital, and sometimes they have to return to their homes, seeing RSF soldiers terrorizing civilians on the streets of Khartoum? Where are Sudanese military and RSF now when thousands are still trapped and others have no means of escape from the capital? It's really shameful what is happening. Sudanese people are suffering, and RSF and military, they want to please international community. Why? Because they want to ensure that international community does not side with other party. Lastly, viewers, internet connectivity is very low in Sudan now, around 2%. Internet connectivity is being reported by NetBlocks and some other sources. Out of 3, 2 networks have collapsed. They're not working. No internet service. Limited call service is available. We have received videos, pictures in the past 1 week or so about this war. Why? Because internet was not cut off in most parts of Khartoum, nearby areas, and locals were in touch. They were coordinating with each other for evacuation, for leaving the city, and they were warning each other, directing each other about safe routes. They were warning each other about the presence of RSF fighters or the situation of fighting. But now, when internet has been largely cut off, it's a bad news for the people of Khartoum who were connected. How will they stay connected? How will they leave Khartoum? A humanitarian disaster is unfolding in the capital city of Sudan, but ruling warlords are fighting for power in Sudan. Very shocking. Thank you for watching.